Ew. Sip of tea. That I think that thumbnail was plenty stupid enough. Where are we at? What are we doing? It's a beautiful fall evening here, and I don't have the thing in front of me. It's a beautiful fall evening. Nice cool weather out. It's time for some jaw harping. It is also time for some pollen, which does not agree with me, but the harp must go on. Love y'all. What harps have you been playing? What harps are you into? Oh, I have been getting down on that harp a lot. That's the new Kovat Sinker. The old Kovat Sinker, they were okay. The new ones are much more flexible. Been digging those. They feel kind of like a Yakut Homos, but not quite. It's something different. Some like a cross in between a Vargam and a Yakut Homos. I call them a Comus, but I believe it's pronounced Homos. What's another? Oh yeah, we're gonna take a look at this. Going on a little bit later tonight. Donovan was up a little bit later. He's feeding right now, so this is a harp I got. Got two harps, and one went to my friend. This is a Giuseppe bass Maranzano. This harp is gnarly and big. Probably the biggest frame of any of the harps in my collection. I don't know what it weighs. I'm going to have to blow my nose up. It is Polony here. I don't know if Polony is a word, but in the title I promised jaw harping and bad grammar, or at least, at the very least, some mispronunciation. So we're on a little bit later tonight. Won't be on for too long, maybe half an hour. Oh, wait. I wonder if I take this off of... Hold on, you get to look at... Take it off of silent mode. That may prevent me from seeing people's comments. I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Neptune Chapotin taught me how to do that. Huck, 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 huck. We're saying huck, 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 huck. We're gonna try something here. I think I'm gonna try to restart the live upload. I think what happened when my phone was on silent, I was trying to keep text messages and Facebook messages from getting to me while I was playing on live, but I think it prevented the live upload. Oh wait, somebody's here. Okay, I won't restart the live upload. I was thinking, I'm like, nobody's commented or anything. I think that my phone was on silent, it interrupted the live stream somehow. How are you doing? What type of harps you be playing? How's things in your neck of the woods? I was playing on this bass Maranzano. This Giuseppe makes this. Normally the Maranzano were higher up, E3 and above, he was saying, but he's kind of doing his own flavor of harps. He actually made this, he forged it with no electricity, no electricity in grinding it, and the reed he actually forged, and he quenched it, he said, in olive oil from his own olive tree, is most of the time where he sources his olive oil. I'm like, that is really cool. He's resurrecting the Maranzano. Whereas this is his ancient style pattern of Maranzano. Just got my juice harp the other day. Leverage. Oh, thanks. What harp did you get? Are you enjoying it? I enjoy playing the harp so much. It's caused me such great joy. Yeah, the Maranzano, the bass Maranzano by Giuseppe were fantastic. The case for it's pretty simple, but highly functional. I don't know if functionable is a word or not. Functional is, but I don't know if functionable is. After this, I'll probably be on another 10-15 minutes, and then we're gonna be watching the new Jurassic Park movie. See if that's any good. That's a movie we can't watch during the day. Donovan isn't to the age where we can watch anything scary, so you can always watch SNL, because that's not scary. But okay, what am I talking about? I don't even know. Some evenings I just kind of drift through the evening. What else should we play? This was a Glazerin Wave. I purchased a ton of Wave and lighthouses and all that. And a few of them had a little bit of tarnish on the backside of the reed. And the way I've been going about removing tarnish is these pink... Hey, Nats Wrestle, how you doing? Oh, Green Bay, nice. This is a pink pearl eraser. They're a good eraser. They're a cheap eraser, but not super cheap. If you take those, you can get into all the nooks and crannies on a harp, and you can remove rust and you can remove tarnish if it's not very deep without scratching it. It kind of polishes up the surface too. So yeah, the pink pearl erasers, I think I got 2 or 3 packages of 3 at Office Depot for like $1. We're on sale. I don't like some of the other oddball erasers. If it's not soft enough, it won't polish off rust and tarnish. It'll just slide past it. But anyways, I'm rambling again. So I kept a Wave for myself. I didn't have a Wave in my collection. Yeah, I'm coughing. It's that time of the year again, the time of the pollen. I've really been stuck on outer spacey overtones, pulling my lips away from it and letting it resound down into my throat. Like you're saying, but you're not. You're not actually saying anything. You're just curling your lips up and opening up your mouth like you're saying, really has a... And this Wave isn't an expensive harp. It's not a super advanced harp, but there's a lot you can do with them. Taking the tip of your tongue, just flicking it to the tip of your mouth. Do that with your throat open too. That yut 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 yut. You can flare your lips away and breathe out and breathe in too. If you can, you kind of got to match the pressure that you're feeding it as you flare your lips out away. If you're saying how. Yet, new. La. If we're saying, oh, Aunt Joanne, how you doing? If we're saying, what was I saying? Hola. And we're not vocalizing through it, just making that hola. And I'm breathing in and out through my nose too. An awkward question from a beginner. How do I avoid clicking noise when I strum the harp? When it happens, I can't seem to figure out what stops. That is like the best question. First, there's a few things, basic things that you want to get down. The first is how you hold the harp. Don't grab a harp like this, because then I can literally, with very light pressure on a Wave, I can close it and it'll click without even my teeth being on it. So don't hold it like this. First, this is one of the most common grips. Some people call it a 2-point grip. Some people call it a 3-point grip. Neither one's incorrect. With your thumb and your middle finger, grasp it. Some people try doing it like this. I find this to be awkward. If we were to hold a pen, we're not holding it like this because it's awkward. It's not ergonomic. When you hold a pen or drop a pen onto the floor, we're holding it relaxed. So I like to put my thumb and my middle finger kind of halfway down on my middle finger, past my first knuckle, but feel around where's the most comfortable for you, because it's like holding a fork or holding an ink pen or holding a pencil. Feel around where's the most comfortable. Now, some people like to put their finger on top. I don't like to teach people to put the finger on top, because some people, as they try to put pressure, instead of putting pressure towards themselves, they're putting pressure down, and that's causing the harp to either turn this way or close. I like to have my finger slightly in front, just like this, and then you'll put it up to your teeth. And your teeth, like when I first started playing the harp, I thought my teeth would go on top. I guess, no. Your teeth go right up against the front, just like that. And what helps with this is get in front of the mirror, your bathroom mirror or whatever mirror, and that'll also help once you start making sound. You'll be able to hear the sound more because your sound is reflecting off a hard surface. If you're playing in front of a window or any piece of glass, it'll always be louder to you because the sound isn't going out as much into the room. It's getting reflected back into your ear holes. The next point, I've taught a lot of people how to play harp in person and on the internet. The next part, holding it on your teeth and not putting undue pressure. If you put undue pressure up against there, it'll close it. It's plucking in a straight line. I teach people when they first start plucking, pluck in a straight line, moving your entire hand. Because what happens with most beginners when they try to pluck, they try to do this. Well, when you do this, see what's happening? You're plucking down. If you pluck down on it, it will clink. So you're probably getting your clicks in one of those three main areas. Your grip, how you're holding it against your teeth, and the way that you're plucking it. Now, also, we want to make sure that we're not holding the heart at an angle like this or an angle like this in our mouth, because then you would have to pluck up or have to pluck down to match it. We want to be holding it with we'll say a parallel line with the floor. That's more complex than we need to get. But want to pluck it straight. So in front of your mirror, pluck inward. I always suggest inward plucking because not only do you get better sound, it's a lot safer because you're not, especially as a beginner, you're not risking pulling the harp away from your mouth and slapping yourself in the mouth. Your harps will last longer too. But I digress. Pluck in a straight line. Be in front of your mirror so you can see. Are you plucking in a straight line? Boom. Straight line. Don't go down. Don't go up. Don't even move your finger at first. I pluck like this, but I have the muscle memory that I can pluck absolutely straight with it. So don't be plucking like this at first because the tendency, it's harder to learn to pluck like this. Because not only is it less ergonomic, your finger naturally wants to go down. So pluck at first with your hand being held in a straight line, moving your whole arm. Later on, you'll transition to using just your finger. But don't pluck like this at first because it's harder because the tendency is to pluck straight down. It's a feeling and a balancing act. Get in front of your mirror and just pluck it one time. Don't worry about all the other plucks. Just worry about getting the one pluck down. And it might help you pluck and then rest against your cheek. Let the harp resound. Manipulate the sound a little bit, then go back right in front of it, pluck again. A lot of people, they start plucking like this and they want to go fast. No, don't go fast. Every time you touch the harp, if you're touching it out of time, you're killing the sound of it. So first start plucking the harp and working with the frequencies that come off of it. Don't worry about going fast. You can go fast later. I sometimes play fast. Most of the time I'm playing like at a medium pace because my technique, I let my breath, my percussives, my glottal control, and my mouth shape be the fast technique, because if I'm plucking it really, really fast, there's a good percentage of the time that the harp's not resonating because my finger's in contact with it. When your finger contacts it, it pretty much kills the resonation of it for a second because your finger's a soft tissue. It needs a hard tissue to resonate on. Anyways, but yeah, practice in front of the mirror, and this is going to really help you. I'm betting it's one of those three areas. Your grip, how you have it on your teeth, or plucking undo. Now, sometimes you'll get a harp in the mail and it will play super, super clicky. So it may be the harp might be at fault, but if this is your first harp, it probably is just a minor technique adjustment. I might do some harping in my school's jazz band. Oh, cool. That is awesome, dude. Where else was I going with it? Oh, and if you have a Glaserin and you do think that it's gapped too tight, because sometimes Glaserins will come so tight, they'll play unstable. I can teach you how to spread those. I'm going to have a technique tutorial on a rust removal, tarnish removal on highly polished harps coming up here in the next month, and also on adjusting gaps on harps, starting out with Glaserin, because Glaserin are the easiest, simplest harps to adjust. At the festival, a lady bought a Uranus harp from me, a Glaserin harp. She ended up falling down the stairs at the festival. She wasn't injured, but fell on her harp. It bent the frame, and within like 2 minutes, with the tools I brought, I was able to straighten the frame back out. Glazering are super easy to work on. That's why a lot of people ask me, like, well, what harp would you take into the apocalypse? If we get into the whole prepper thing, it'd probably be a Glazerin harp because I'd bring an extra reed or two and tools to work on it because it's one of the only harps that I know that's field serviceable. Other crimp reed harps, I have like a harp shop with $10,000 worth of tools in it. I can build harps, I can work on harps, I can reread harps, but if you're out in the field, if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you really don't have the option, especially if you don't have a good vise. Vise is one of the most important tools in harp building. Anyways, I've killed one large jug of tea. Let's do some playing. That was a ramble. I guess in my title I promised a ramble too. What other? Oh, the harps I've been playing the past couple of days. Got the new Kovalenko in. The earlier Kovalenko didn't much care for. The last batch of Kovalenko I got, they were decent. The new Kovalenko, they're more flexible reeded. We no longer see the old Kovalenko super stiff, short little fat triggers. Now they're more elegant and a lot. You can see the difference in the thickness of the steel. These new ones resonate really well. I've had it in my pocket playing it all today. Want to start a band called the Jaw Harp of the Apocalypse now. Oh, you totally should. The harpist be coming. Yeah, Kovalenko. And you see that with makers. You see a maker, you buy a harp from them, then you're like, oh, it's not like what I was expecting. Then 6 or 8 months later, they come out with stuff that's fire. And especially if makers are making full-time, they progress very quickly. I would like to go to full-time making someday if I can afford it. Maybe if the harpery.com takes off, I'll have enough time to be able to build harps full-time as well. That'd be gnarly. That's my goal for the future, is full-time harp building, selling, teaching. But yeah, really digging the new Kovalenko. Probably I got 3 or 4 of them left out of the 5 I got in. Probably going to be getting some more right after this as well. Go right back to that. I really like my new Stepanov. Oh yeah, have Stepanovs in. If anybody's interested in Stepanov harps, I'm not going to put them on the website because they're not going to stick around for long enough for me to put them on the website. The Stepanov are about a third of the price of a Litvinov, and they play very similarly. Very good harps. This one, I'll give you a sneak peek of this. I think when I was playing it earlier, no one had showed up yet. It's late for the upload. This one I got in. This is a bass Maranzano by Giuseppe. And Giuseppe lives in, I believe, Sicily. He forges harps in the Maranzano style. And he does them in a place where there's no electricity, no power tools, nothing like that. And he actually forges his own reeds. This is a forged reed in here, which I don't know if I have any other harps. Maybe the Dernovoy might be a forged reed. Maybe some of the Monop and Morchang might be forged. He forges this reed, and then he quenches it in olive oil, kind of like he'd quench a sword. And the olive oil is most of the time sourced from his own olive tree. And I'm like, oh, wow. And I wanted him to build an untuned harp for me, as I've really been digging untuned harps. And I think a harp is best when it is in the state that it chooses to be in and not tuned to a note. But this one ended up falling, he said, right on E2. So like, oh yeah, if the harp chose to be an E2, I will definitely accept that. But big beefy. The Maranzano are interesting. The reeds go right through the center. Now he's resurrecting this Maranzano style of building. This is a base Maranzano. It's like an E2, so Maranzano are normally not this low. Normally, he said E3 and above was the tunings that they use traditionally, which is high. That's like Morchang and Morsing tuning. It has a very, very peculiar quality to it. It sings two tones. The only other harp I've got that I can get two tones out of is this one by Mohan, the Mohan Gift. I'll scoot this back. I was recording some videos last night, and this is super loud, so... It's super easy to get lost in that one. We're running at 27 minutes. I think I'm going to call the video for that. Me and my wife are watching the newest Jurassic Park. So got a late start on the video. Mr. Donovan was up a little bit later than normal, but he's a kid, and kids do as they do. When they have energy, you just run them until they don't have any more energy. We read books and crawled all over the house. It was a fantastic time. And I did, there toward the end of the evening when he started getting tired, I really did enjoy it because literally I could hold him and talk to his face. Normally, these past week or so and the week before that, I'm talking to the back of his head as he's moving and tearing stuff apart and going through stuff and standing up, sitting down, doing this, doing that. So it was real cool to be with him while he was getting super tired, so I could actually... Oh, hey, Joe, what's up, dude? Has your Maranzano... I was just playing that bass Maranzano. Has your Maranzano come in yet? I bet it'll come in probably on Monday. Just shipped that out. Was it Thursday morning? Yeah. The bass Maranzano with fire. He got a G2. I was very surprised by the... And actually, that G2 is lower in tone than the traditional Maranzano. Or the traditional Maranzano, I was talking with Giuseppe yesterday, and he said that normally it's E3 and above is what the Sicilians, the Italians would play in. What should we play? I should play one more thing. Maybe I'll play two more things. I don't know. Got some shipping oven too. Oh, the shipping oven are fire. They're expensive, but this is not a shipping oven. This is Steve Can Wong. Haven't been devoting enough time to this. I need to spend probably a good 15 minutes of meditation on it a couple times a week. I maybe played it 10 minutes. Yeah, this is Susat. For the longest time, I couldn't get any noise out of this. It's a fulcrum. You strike it with the string on your thumb, and you're not you're jerking your thumb, but you're letting it fulcrum forward. So it's a string tapped, and there's kind of a sweet spot. It's super small. I'm gonna spend probably a lifetime getting good on this. Steve Can Wong is just ridiculously awesome. Let's play shipping off. We're at 30 minutes. Well, that's going to be it for this live upload. I love y'all. Keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them oiled. I look forward to seeing you all next year at the festival. We're getting ready to announce the festival dates. It's going to be in a little bit different time of the year this year, which is going to work out better, I think, for us, the organizers and the musicians traveling to the fest, and also for all of y'all. It's going to be a several-day retreat in the forest where there will be camping involved, where we can just hang out, play harps for several days, and then the festival will end in a one-day workshop and what am I trying to say? I can't even think what it's called. A one-day performance. So anyways, I love y'all. Adios. Harp out. I love y'all.